Hi guys, it's Natalia from NATALKA Design. How are you all? I'm hoping you're doing really well. And of course, I had to film my new hair because I'm feeling it. Life has slowed down a bit and life got a bit crazy. I would like to invite you as always to subscribe and hit that bell button so that you know when the next video is coming, because we're really trying to bring those videos to you on a weekly basis. I mean, what's going on, right?
Inside good, outside bad.
So if you don't want to miss out on the next video, do hit that bell button, because that's the rules of YouTube, not mine. Today we're going to be talking about something that we're asked a lot, something from our world, something that you might be interested in to either start doing more, or to either introduce more into your business, or to just feed your curiosity, let's call it. The topic of today's video is how do I use the so-called graphic recording, live scribing, live sketching, graphic facilitation. How do I use it in my event, in my online event, to the best of your knowledge and for the best results, for the best ROI, for the best kind of, let's say, amount of engaging content that we all need. Part of our work at NATALKA Design has been always capturing the key takeaways from events, face-to-face, in person, also virtual and online, but these days is basically online. Here we go. So we always divide this whole graphic facilitation, graphic recording into three parts. When you've got an event, you can do stuff with it before the event, during event, and after the event. So technically, anytime you get in touch with a live scriber or someone that can visually summarize your takeaways, it's okay, at least with us. So what can you do before the event? Well, you can use the visuals to promote your event. I'm sure there's a lot of people signing up to it, or maybe you actually want more people to sign up to it. Then use visual content as the way to promote your event, to get those signups up, to get these people to join your event, because what we don't want is your event kind of with crickets, right? If it's an internal event, so something that you can't really promote, how about creating some amazing, engaging, fun, visual content that connects with your brand, that connects with your message, but goes into your newsletter to your guests, or it goes into the email that you're going to send to them. A little note with a visual makes such a big difference than just a little email saying, this is my event and it's at that hour and please come. So there's a lot to be said about using visual content versus just the regular links to your website, to your event, written stuff, to promote your event and get those people signing up. Another thing that you could do before the event, depending again what it is your audience, what do you want to achieve, what's going on. Maybe you've got a session, maybe you've got a strategy piece, maybe you've got a workshop going on, and you need to bring some maybe fun to life, and you want to excite people that already signed up and are waiting there to get to your event. Well, how about creating a competition? Maybe there's something you can do before the event.
This competition just blew wide open, folks.
Entice people and just get them going by, I don't know, before the event. If we hear from you on XYZ, you can post it on Twitter, or you can email us if it's a private event. You will win your own visual, let's say, your presentation of your business, or your own visual representation of who you are, or your team, or anything like that. There's always a fun visual accent that you can add to it in terms of a challenge. I kid you not, works wonders every time. Right, so if we go into the live event itself, we've done the promo, we've done some fun challenge and competition. We've used as much of that visual language to entice people, to get them excited, to get them engaged, to get them motivated. Now we're at actual event online. So what's happening? Just to kind of break it down for you guys, there's so many different ways that you can use live scribing during your event. It can be as invisible as you want, or super visible if you really want to be like, guys, we have an artist in the room.
I'm the one they call a gold Da Vinci.
So with us, for example, we could live scribe on our iPads, on our computers, and we can just be one of the people on the call. You don't see us, you don't hear us. We can be as low key as you like. We can also pop in sometimes to the screen and screen share some of the stuff that we've been drawing and creating. So you could say, right, now let's hop in to see what the guys are doing and what have they captured live and what's going on in terms of the visual. And here you are, you're showing someone, you're screen sharing the visuals, people get excited, they're looking there. They find that basically what they've been talking about has been heard, has been taken into account, it's important. Someone's drawing my thoughts. I mean, that's pretty cool. These people care to put this together, to have me here. So whenever you can, we always suggest to pop in a bit of that excitement into the event and show something. It doesn't have to be screen share. What we can do as well is send you the picture that we have so far, and you can slot it into your slides and show to everyone. So again, we can be as low key as you want us to, or we can pop in and always, for example, screen share during the event so people can see and they're looking kind of intensely somewhere in the corner and see how the picture is coming to life. Now, from experience, it really depends on you what you want to do. You do want to make sure that your speakers have their slides and they're comfortable. They still can show what they want to say. So we always suggest a balanced decision in terms of how much you want to show and what you want to do. You could also keep it up until the end and say, right guys, drums. There should be a drum sound. Like, now let's see what we have had drawn during our event. We're so excited. Oh my goodness. This is the summary of what you guys been discussing.
Wow, you're amazing.
Well done to your brains. And the amount of engagement and kind of motivation behind seeing all these pictures is always very high, because people naturally are very curious to see things much more rather than hear things or read them. And there's an emotional connection with pictures. When I see something, I believe it more, I understand it more, I'm on the same page, it makes more sense. I'm just much more here. I'm with you. I'm on that plan. I love it. So have a think how you could use that amazing little tool that can bring your content into next level. Let's talk about after the event, because often that's being missed and people are not really sometimes sure what to do. They just send it very quickly to their audience and that's it. Whereas you can do so much with that visual content that has been created. You could use it on your social afterwards if that's what you want to do. You could break it into pieces and use it on your website and use it in your communications pieces, in your template, in your show reel, in your slides. You could send it off in a printed form to your audience. Now, how amazing would that be, especially these days when everything is getting so much more virtual and online? How amazing would it be to send something physical as a thank you for joining our event and coming in? How fun would that be to open it and see in person and physically printed? It's really a special gift to give. Another thing that you could do that people forget, especially with the virtual world right now, you can have your event, say you didn't know about live scribing and graphic recording, and you didn't know there's a tool like that can bring your content to a much more impactful place. You can just have your event, call us up after the event, brief us what's been really important that's been said during the event, and we'll bring it to life afterwards. It doesn't matter. Even sometimes the fun trick thing is that you've had your event, let's say, a week has passed, everyone thinks that's it from you and that's kind of all that they can expect, and boom, there's an email in their inbox with beautiful visuals saying, guys, we loved talking to you last week. Here's a summary of what we gathered together. Feel free to share, feel free to continue the conversation. The choices are endless. And that's going to make people go, wow, okay, wow, these guys are in touch. This is amazing. They've been working on it all week. So whenever you have had an event and you didn't manage to actually think about it, or you didn't know about it, or you just didn't have the time or whatever, call people up after. That can be done and that's okay, and it doesn't have to be always live. So I hope this was helpful. Those 3 different ways of how you could use live scribing and graphic facilitation, the kind of famously loved visual interpretation of any conversation, from workshops, sessions, strategy pieces, conferences, events, masterclasses, webinars, podcasts, you name it. If there's content, it's worth capturing and making it a bit more tangible for people and making it a bit more real and connecting with them on an emotional level. That's something that we can't really get when we speak or when we write. It's just not the same. So hopefully this was helpful. Have a think, where could that fit in your work, with your team, when you are organizing something next, or just curiosity. Even if you are one of people who are live scribing and creating graphic recordings, amazing. Explore maybe more options on how can you use that. So again, thank you so much, guys. I would love you to subscribe if you enjoyed it and hit that button like thing if you see that you really liked it. That really helps us to show us what should we do next and what should we film next. Otherwise, I'm just sitting here and kind of hoping. And please hit that bell button so that you know when the next video is coming. We're trying to do it weekly. It's a thing now, guys. We are on it. So every week there's going to be some interesting, hopefully to you, content about business, creativity, tools, life stuff, work stuff, entrepreneurship, all that good stuff that we live in as our business grows and our business runs now for the last 9 years. So thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed it. Please leave in the comments below maybe your suggestions on how you've used it, on how you see it used more and more, any questions you have, anything I can help with, I'm here to help.